All right, let's dive right in. Today we're exploring Haruki Murakami's Kafka on the Shore.
Ooh, yeah, Kafka on the Shore.
It's uh it's one of those books that really gets under your skin,
Yeah.
Stays with you.
Definitely. And this is Murakami at his best, blending reality with, well, the surreal.
Exactly. It's like he takes the ordinary and injects it with this dreamlike quality that makes you question everything, like what's real, what's not.
Yeah, and it's that blurring of lines that keeps you hooked. You're never quite sure what to expect next.
Right. And speaking of unexpected, let's talk about Kafka Tamura.
Our protagonist.
Yeah, 15 years old, runs away from home. And the reason, get this, he's trying to outrun a prophecy.
Made by his own father, no less.
His father, a well-known sculptor, predicts that Kafka will, well, kill him. And then things get even weirder.
Yeah, the prophecy doesn't stop there. It goes on to say that Kafka will also sleep with both his mother and sister.
Whoa, heavy stuff, right? I mean, imagine being 15 and carrying that burden.
No kidding. And that prophecy, it's like a shadow hanging over Kafka, shaping every decision he makes.
So he ends up in Takamatsu, this quiet city on Shikoku Island. He's searching for something, trying to figure things out, but he's not even sure what he's looking for.
And like any good Murakami story, he encounters a cast of characters who are both intriguing and a little bit offbeat.
Oh yeah, totally. Like Sakura, he meets her on the bus, right? And then there's Oshima.
A librarian.
Right, Oshima. He becomes this sort of guide for Kafka, challenges his way of thinking, encourages him to question everything, even that prophecy.
Oshima's role is crucial. He helps Kafka confront the darker parts of himself.
And then there's Miss Saiki, the head librarian. She's captivating, mysterious, and there's this connection between them, but it's unsettling too.
Unsettling because Kafka suspects she might be his mother.
Talk about complicated. And then you've got these strange, almost otherworldly events happening around Kafka.
Like that incident in the woods.
Right, the woods. A group of children, including a young boy named Satoru Nakata, all pass out suddenly.
And years later, the teacher who was there sends a letter describing the event, adds another layer of mystery.
Hold on, wait. So we've got kids passing out in the woods and a letter from the teacher years later. How does that even connect?
That incident, it's important for a couple of reasons. It introduces this concept of the entrance stone.
Entrance stone.
It's like a portal, a gateway between worlds. You'll see it pop up again and again in the novel.
Okay, so a portal to another reality. I'm starting to see how Murakami blends the real with the surreal here.
Exactly. And it also foreshadows the connection between Kafka and Nakata's journeys, even though right now they seem completely separate.
Oh, I see. It's like these threads of fate starting to weave together.
Precisely. And then there's that other incident where Kafka himself loses consciousness, wakes up covered in blood, no memory of what happened.
Oh, wow.
Chilling.
It's never fully explained, but it leaves you with this uneasy feeling, like something's not quite right.
I'd be freaking out. Blood, prophecies, mysterious women, portals to other worlds. A lot for a 15-year-old, right?
Yeah.
It is. And that feeling of unease, being on the edge of the unknown, that's what makes this first part so compelling.
It's like Murakami's setting the stage, getting us ready for a journey that will challenge not just Kafka's perception of reality, but our own too. But let's shift gears a bit.
To Nakata.
Yes, Satoru Nakata. He's on a whole other journey, one that's equally strange and intriguing.
What I find fascinating about him is his innocence, like a child. He's this older man, and because of a strange childhood incident, he can talk to cats.
Wait, what? You can talk to cats?
Yep. And he sets out on this quest to find a missing cat named Goma. It's more than just wishful thinking, it's a real skill.
Hold on. He can actually talk to cats, like have conversations.
That's right. Another way Murakami weaves in that magical realism.
Wow. Okay, so Nakata's looking for this missing cat. And knowing Murakami, I bet it's not a simple walk in the park.
You got that right. His journey is full of these bizarre encounters. One of them involves a man named Johnny Walker. Yeah, like the whiskey.
Johnny Walker. Wow, okay, that's a name that sticks with you. But I'm guessing this Johnny Walker isn't offering anyone a drink.
Nope. He's a sinister figure collecting cat souls. His encounter with Nakata, it's both chilling and symbolic.
So got cats, portals, and a soul-collecting whiskey guy.
Yeah.
This is getting interesting. But okay, let's zoom out for a second. We've got Kafka running from his fate, Nakata searching for a missing cat. Two separate narratives, but
But you sense a connection, right?
yeah, it's subtle, but it's there.
Yeah.
Like, how do these stories intertwine?
Trust me, they do. Murakami's weaving a tapestry with these two narratives, and as we go deeper into the book, those threads will become more and more intertwined.
So it's like an intricate puzzle, and we're trying to figure out how the pieces fit together.
Exactly. And that's what makes Kafka on the Shore so rewarding to read. It's a journey of discovery, not just for the characters, but for us as readers too, and it's best taken one step at a time. And that's where Misayeki comes in. She holds a key piece of this puzzle. And the power of music, too. It plays a huge role.
Okay, Miss Saiki. We talked about her earlier, the head librarian, right? But how does music fit into all of this?
Well, she's connected to a song. It's called Kafka on the Shore. And get this, it's the same name Kafka chose for himself.
Whoa. The song has the same name as him. That can't be a coincidence, right?
Exactly. When she was younger, Misayeki was deeply in love with a boy. But he died tragically, and his death, it inspired her to write Kafka on the Shore.
Wow. So the song is about love and loss.
It is, but there's this dreamlike, surreal quality to it, too. Classic Murakami, you know?
Oh, I remember reading about that. Fish falling from the sky, soldiers preparing to die. Definitely not your typical love song.
Right, and that's what makes it so powerful. Murakami uses music to express those deeper emotions, those ideas that words just can't capture.
I see what you mean. It's like the music itself becomes another entrance stone, a portal to a different reality.
Yes, exactly. It's like a bridge between the real and the surreal, the past and the present, connecting everything.
Okay, I'm starting to see how all these pieces fit together. We've got the actual entrance stone as a portal, and then we have the song acting as like a metaphorical portal, bringing everything and everyone together.
You're getting it. And there's this one detail about the song that really stood out to me when I was rereading it. There are these two unusual chords. They're in the refrain.
Two unusual chords. What's so special about them?
Well, at first they sound a bit jarring, unexpected, but they add this depth, this complexity to the music that wouldn't be there otherwise.
It's like those chords represent the unexpected twists and turns that life throws at us. They shake things up.
Exactly. They make the song more than just something pleasant to listen to. It becomes something deeper, something that moves you on an emotional level.
I'm with you on that. And the lyrics are pretty powerful, too. Like, when your heart is closed, the shadow of the unmoving sphinx becomes a knife that pierces your dreams. Man, that's intense.
It is. The lyrics speak to this longing for connection, the pain of loss, and they resonate deeply with both Kafka and Misayeki. It highlights their shared experiences.
The shared experiences of heartbreak, isolation.
Exactly. And let's not forget the library. It plays a significant role, too. It's more than just a place to find books.
Right. It's like a sanctuary for Misayeki and Kafka, a place where they can escape the harsh realities of the world.
It is. It represents a space between worlds where the boundaries of time and reality blur. It allows for deeper introspection, for exploring hidden truths.
Okay, so we've got these parallel journeys, the enigmatic Miss Saiki, a haunting song, and a library that's like a portal to other worlds. But how does all this tie back to that prophecy hanging over Kafka, the one about killing his father and, you know?
Right. The prophecy is at the core of this exploration of fate and free will. Kafka's constantly wrestling with this idea that he might be destined to fulfill his father's prediction, even though he doesn't want to.
It's that classic question, isn't it? Are we in control of our own destiny, or are we just playing out a predetermined script? It's a question that has haunted humanity for centuries.
And Murakami doesn't give us easy answers. Instead, he presents a world where fate and free will are intertwined. Our choices matter, but they might be influenced by forces beyond our understanding. He encourages us to question our assumptions about reality, to embrace the complexity of it all.
It's like he's saying that the journey itself is the answer, that it's about navigating the unknown and finding beauty in the unexpected. But it's not just about what happens in the story, right? It's also about how the characters experience those events through their dreams, their memories, their subjective realities.
Exactly. Murakami is a master at using dreams. They're not just random occurrences. They offer glimpses into a hidden realm where anything is possible.
It's like we're seeing reality through a distorted mirror. Things are familiar, but also a little bit off.
Yes. And that's what makes it so unsettling, so captivating. And even with all the surreal elements, the characters still feel real.
They're dealing with relatable struggles, like loss, longing, the search for identity.
And that's what makes Kafka on the Shore so powerful. It's about finding meaning in a world that often feels meaningless. It's about facing the darkness within ourselves and finding the strength to keep going, even when we don't know where we're headed.
So we've talked about Kafka's journey, Nakata's quest, the importance of the song, the power of dreams, but there's still this one element we haven't fully explored. Nakata's ability to talk to cats and his connection to this entrance stone.
Yes. The entrance stone. Remember that incident in the woods? That was our first glimpse of it. It's a portal between worlds.
Well,
And Nakata, he's drawn to it.
like he's being pulled towards something he doesn't fully understand.
Exactly. His journey is about more than just finding a missing cat. It's about finding his purpose, fulfilling a destiny that's been laid out for him.
And the entrance stone, what does it actually represent? And how does it connect to Nakata's ability to talk to cats?
Well, the entrance stone, it represents the potential for transformation, for accessing a hidden realm where anything is possible. It's about reaching beyond the limitations of our perceived reality. As for talking to cats, well, let's just say Murakami is hinting that there's more to the world than meets the eye.
So the entrance stones is a symbol of the unknown, the mysteries that are just beyond our grasp.
You got it. And Kafka on the Shore is all about embracing that unknown, opening ourselves up to the possibilities that exist outside of our limited perceptions.
So it's not about reaching a specific destination, it's about the journey itself.
Exactly. And that's what makes this book so captivating. It challenges us to question our assumptions, to look beyond the surface, and to embrace the mystery and magic that are hidden within us all.
All right, so we've spent some time with Kafka, walked alongside Nakata, explored the power of music, even met some talking cats along the way. But as we wrap up our deep dive, I gotta ask,
Yeah.
what does it all mean? How does it all fit together?
That is the big question, isn't it? And while Murakami doesn't hand us all the answers, he does give us the tools we need to ask the right questions. He pushes us to look deeper, beyond the surface, to accept that not everything has a clear-cut explanation.
Like he's saying the journey matters more than the destination, right? It's about being okay with not knowing everything, about finding those unexpected moments of beauty.
Absolutely. Remember Nakata's search for that entrance stone? He wasn't just looking for a lost cat. He was searching for his purpose, for a way to step into something bigger than himself. Well, Kafka's journey is kind of similar.
So the entrance stone, it's not just an object, right? It's a symbol of transformation, of reaching for something beyond our everyday world. Like Murakami saying, we all have those entrance stones inside us just waiting to be found.
Precisely. They're in those hidden parts of ourselves, in the spaces between dreams and reality, in those moments when we question everything we thought we knew.
It's like those times when you suddenly see things differently, when your whole perspective shifts. Those are our own personal entrance stones, the gateways to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the universe.
Exactly. And Murakami's inviting us to walk through those gateways to embrace the mysteries that lie beyond the everyday. And speaking of mysteries, what about Colonel Sanders?
Oh yeah, Colonel Sanders. He just
Yeah.
pops up out of nowhere, helps Nakata and Hoshino, then vanishes. Classic
Yeah.
Murakami, right? Throws you a curveball just when you think you're starting to get things figured out.
Exactly. Colonel Sanders is a perfect example of how Murakami uses magical realism. He takes a familiar figure from pop culture and gives him this almost mythical quality, blurring the lines between reality and fantasy. He's a reminder that even in the ordinary, there's room for the surreal.
Like a nudge to stay open to the unexpected, to embrace the absurdity of it all, right?
Absolutely. As we reach the end of Kafka on the Shore, we start to see how everything connects. The prophecy, the song, the entrance stone, the talking cats, even Colonel Sanders, they all weave together to form a bigger picture.
So after spending all this time with the book, what stands out to you the most? For me, it's how Murakami combines these surreal elements with such raw, relatable emotions. You've got these characters dealing with love, loss, identity, destiny, and it all feels so genuine.
I think what resonates most with me is that the story doesn't wrap everything up perfectly. Murakami leaves you with questions, with a sense of wonder, and that's what makes it linger in your mind long after you've finished the book. You keep coming back to it, discovering new layers each time.
As we close out our deep dive into Kafka on the Shore, I have one last thought for you. If you could step into this world, where would you find your own entrance stone? What hidden door would you open?
That's a great question, and one that each reader has to answer for themselves. But I believe Murakami suggests those entrance stones exist within each of us. They're in the depths of our being, in the spaces between what we know and what we dream, in those moments when we dare to question everything.
It's like he's encouraging us to embrace the unknown, to step outside our comfort zones and explore, to find those personal gateways and see what lies beyond.
And if you haven't read the whole book yet, I highly recommend it. There's so much more to uncover. And once you've experienced the magic of Kafka on the Shore, be sure to check out more of Murakami's work. He's a true master storyteller, blending surrealism, humor, and deep insights into the human experience.
So keep your minds open, stay curious, and remember, the world is full of entrance stones. All you have to do is find the courage to open them.
Did you get any of that?